Then maybe you'll be asking yourself, what if I become sick? What am I going to do? How is the medication? How is... Hi guys, assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rahma. I'm currently living in Dubai or UAE. Yeah, Dubai is in UAE. So today we are making an interesting topic, the cost of living in Dubai. Yeah, I'll do two videos, but I'll do this one first. Right now I'm married, and yeah, it is so different. If you're married, it is different. The cost of living is different if you're married. If you're not married, it is also different. But I'm going to give you I'm going to be giving you everything, from the accommodation, transportation, if you're employed, grocery for single. So let us first make this video. If you're planning to relocate here as one person, and you'll be letting me in the comment section to know. I have one person who asked me last time if let me see if I can trace the question, how she was asking her question, so that we can relate to what I pray that I got that question, but I think it is here. Let me check. Yeah, it is here. She's called Safir. I don't know the name, sorry about your name, I cannot pronounce it. New sub, and I need to get I need to get, I don't know if my English is not right, but let me read the last statement. Is it expensive to live in Dubai? Yeah, she was asking, is it expensive to live in Dubai? So let us start this topic. I know everyone is like asking, how is Dubai? How is everything? When I joined Dubai, I always say I came alone. For the 3 years I was living in Dubai, I was alone, doing everything alone. I started renting here in Dubai. Back home, I was not renting. Even when I did my diploma, I wasn't renting. So I started everything. My life started in Dubai. Like the responsibilities and everything started in Dubai. So let us go straight to the topic without wasting your time. So the cost of living in Dubai depends on what you're coming for here. But if you're looking for a job and you're coming here, this is the line which I'm going to be talking about, like what is going to be, what you should expect. I will not give you the exactly amount, but what you should expect. So let us start with the major thing is accommodation. I know you have heard about bed space, you have heard about partition, you have heard about maid room, apartments. We have different apartments. We have studio, 1 bedroom apartment, 2 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5, depends on what you want. We have villas. Everything is so possible if you're coming to UAE. Maybe you're not coming to Dubai, or you're coming to Abu Dhabi. So anything is possible in between that accommodation I have mentioned. But recently Dubai is trying to remove all those bed space and partition, so that should be in your head. So if you're coming here, maybe you'll find a place where you have a partition and bed space, but you should have plan B for renting a studio apartment. They want like 4 people in one. They want 4 to 3 people in one studio. That is the minimum it should be. You know, bed space depends on how it can accommodate 12 people, 8 people, depends. So if you're planning all the money I'm going to be discussing about, it's going to be in dirham. Here in Dubai we're using dirham. That is the currency. You can turn it to the currency of where you're coming from. So I'll be putting the numbers on the screen. Please change that currency to your currency which you want. So if you're coming here, let me say you're going to get, mainly if you're coming, me myself, when I was coming, this is the knowledge I got. You have if you're coming here to look for the job, you have to be sure you stay near the metro station where the transportation is very accessible. Right now where I live, the transportation is not that too much favorable. So if you're coming for to look for a job, you have to make sure you stay where the transportation is more accessible. So mainly people stay in Deira. Yeah, they stay in Deira. It is not cheap, it is expensive, but the transportation is very conducive. It is, the metro is just near, the buses are passing everywhere. I remember when I was still staying in Deira, that side, I could stand on my building and wait for the bus. Once I see the bus coming, I will be running down. So yeah, that is how conducive it is. So for the accommodation money, if you're looking for bed space, your budget should be between 600 to 1000 dirham. 600 to 1000 dirham, that is what you should be expecting. 600 to 1000 dirham. If you're looking for a partition, it should be around 1400 to 1600. That is a partition, even 1900 or 800, but that is for the partition. If you're looking for a studio apartment, your budget should be between 2000 or 2500 to 30,000, depends on where you're going to get the studio apartment. Okay, even it can be 35, depends on where you're getting that studio apartment. But I'll talk more on the studio apartment in my next video for the couple life here in Dubai. Then that is for the accommodation, guys. Let us go to transportation. So which kind of transportation are you planning to use? Are you going to use metro? Metro is the same card, you can use it for the bus. So depends, are you going to use the tax? Are you going to use which other main accommodation? If you work already, you started working, we have car lifts. Those are public cars also, but private somehow takes, which kind of take workers also. So you have to pay a certain amount of money, depends on where you're working. Okay, those are called car lifts. So let us talk more about metro and public buses. So for the public buses, it depends on the line you want. If you want to put like monthly, I don't know if it is still 350. If you're living here in Dubai, please remind me about that, because I always sometimes I use metro, but I do like a daily daily reload. I just put like 20 dirham if I'm going somewhere. So monthly I have taken long without putting money on my metro card. So if you want, I emphasize, if you knew you're coming here, you knew, better you put for the month, and you put all zones. If you put all zones, I think one zone is 150. Then if you put all zones, it will be 350 if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me in the comment section if you're living in Dubai. But if you put one zone, it is 150, one zone only, and that money will be also working with the bus, so that one will be favoring you. If you want to put daily, the starting money, before it was 5 dirham, but now it is 20 dirham. That is the starting money if you want to use metro. Okay, yeah, that is how. For the tax, let me give you this technique. If you want to use the tax and you're planning to be using tax or somewhere, you have to know how long the tax is taking, like how long, where you're going. Let me say you're going, you're coming from Ariga, you're going to Jumeirah. You have to ask the tax guy how many minutes it will take us from Deira to Jumeirah. If it is 20 minutes, just know that is 50 and above, 50 dirham and above. So you have to know that. I have given you the technique. So if you're planning to use the tax here starts to count from 5 dirham. Then yeah, it is automatic. 5 dirham like this, it's already there automatic. Then they will count all what you're supposed to use. But if you are jobs seeker, you're looking for a job, better you find some colleague, you share some payments, especially in transportations. So yeah, that is that concerning transportation. Then let us go to grocery. Food in Dubai or in UAE is very cheap. The reason why I'm using Dubai, I have been in Dubai, me myself. I have visited all those states, but I'm living in Dubai. So food in Dubai is very, very, very cheap. I remember when I was new, I came here, I was still having debts. I had to clear debts. So I should survive on monthly. I was surviving on 150 dirham for food only. Yeah, for me, I love cooking. Yeah, I love cooking, so I don't have any problem with cooking. I can cook for the whole year. That's what even we're doing here. So I could survive on 150 only for food. Remember, you have shift, you come back. Like I used to work in a mall, and I was having different schedule. Today you're working morning, another day you're working, so some days sometimes you eat lunch, another day you don't eat, another time you eat supper, dinner, like that. So I ended up being on that budget until I settled in for everything. So count your food from 150 to 350, depends on how you eat and what you're going to eat. But what I know, food here is very cheap, and all those grocery stores, they always have like special offers, so you can find those grocery stores. We used to find those grocery stores. One of it is Viva. That Viva is always having different grocery store discount, sorry, different discounts on different items. So you have to put that in consideration. Then maybe you'll be asking yourself, what if I become sick? What am I going to do? How is the medication? How is everything here in Dubai? Depends. You have to equip yourself, with medication. You have to know how to treat your body. If you're coming here on visitor visa, but if you're already employed, you have insurance to access all those medication you're asking. But if you on visitor visa, my friend, you have to know how to treat yourself. Medication is expensive here. Yeah, it is expensive, really. But you can still go deep and find some cheap medication. Don't stay home when you're sick and you'll be like, medication is expensive, I don't have money. That's why if you're coming here, you have to count all those things. If your budget is 7,000 dirham, at least put like 8,000 dirham. Yeah, for some extra things. Even just the change of the weather can make you sick. From your home to here, you can become sick. But if you have brought some painkillers, you know how to treat your body, that will not be a problem. So yeah, medication is like that. If you have insurance, of course you're going to use insurance. For the workers already, you have insurance, you can use insurance. If you're on visitor visa or you're a job seeker, know how to take care of your body. Yeah. Then another thing I'll talk about, I have talked about the crucial one. Then another thing, let me say, you want to shop, you want to have like some clothes for yourself. Depends on what you need the clothes for. For me myself, I will not emphasize someone, if you're working here, to be buying clothes, because sometimes even you don't have time to wear those clothes. So be on a budget. Let me say, like, after 3 months you'll buy some. Maybe you're planning your vacation at the end of the year. After 3 months you buy, like, keep some money aside, and I'll go and do shopping in this kind of money, like, let me say 300 dirham. Yeah, that one also is working, can work. But if you're a job seeker, you don't need to shop anything, so I will not emphasize on that. So yeah, that is the cost of living. I have several video here, several videos on Dubai lifestyle, so you can type in anything and everything will be coming out. But yeah, life here depends on how you live your budget. There is a trend in my country where someone was saying, we live within the budget.
We live within the budget. We spend within the budget. Okay? Yeah, nothing extra unless we need the extra cherry on top.
So depends on the budget, your budget, how your budget is. That is how life is here. But the higher you go, even in my country, the higher you go, they said it becomes, but the higher you go, the more responsibility you have, the more expenses you have. That's why I said I'll do 2 videos. I'll do this one, then I'll do another one. Then I'll show you the similarities between the two. Job seekers, and if you're working here, if you're planning to work here, you can grow, but the more you're growing, the more responsibilities are coming. Otherwise, unless you have any question, just leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on your notification bell to be notified every time we post a video. My name is Rahma. See you in the next video. Bye bye.